I don't even.
I'm going to steal this dude's car, and there's not going to be anything that I take. Also, I'm just going to leave it. Like, I wish he would have just fucking taken it.
To recap for the viewers, Kayla's had a bad day.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to this week's Edge of Despair episode. Last week we had one.
I'm feeling it!
This week we're having one to get back on schedule. So next week we'll be back with the regular Jackbox streams. But yeah, so last week we were in the middle of a nice firefight trying to steal some Imperial supplies. So far it's been going pretty well. We've got no casualties. We scared them all away. And
I yelled at them.
Yeah. Over a megaphone, basically.
Yes, the squad that's near the officer got blasted by Thar's bellow and all took some damage. And one guy was so scared by the ground buzzer that he ran off into the woods. These are just army troopers, by the way, regardless of them looking like stormtroopers, because there were no army trooper minis, and this was the nearest and best.
Don't you
option.
have access to EAW's files? Why can't you just take the actual army trooper and put him on
Effort.
That's fair.
Not that I'm saying the viewers don't deserve the effort, but Kayla doesn't.
Yeah, the players don't deserve the effort.
What the fuck did you just say to me, you little bitch?
Okay.
Anyway, we're going into round 3 of combat.
Yeah, I figure if you need the introductions of all the players by this point, we're like 12 episodes in. You need to start about 12 episodes earlier, and you're probably not still watching if this was the first episode you've seen. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. It was just last week. There's not too much to recap. We'll worry about recapping some stuff once the supplies have been acquired and
If
the Imperials have been dealt.
Big if.
Yeah, and the Imperials have been dealt with. I'm not going to bother re-rolling any Destiny points because we have a lovely balanced pool, and we were in the middle of things last time. So let's get going. Which player character would like to go first? I believe all of you are still on the ship. And the last thing that happened was the bellow over the ship's intercom via the Imperial's radio.
I think we were in the middle of resolving that when the stream crashed.
Yes. So what happened, for everyone who missed it when the stream crashed, is it was successful, and our lovely Athorian friend rather rattled the helmets of the army troopers behind the van on the path next to the officer, and all of them took some rather serious injuries, really. So they're not down, but they're pretty close. They're all standing there looking quite shell-shocked. Or scream-shocked, I suppose. And it's a player character's turn. Whoever's on the ship can...
they all take 2 strain from that. Have we landed yet? And did that happen?
You guys landed. The... I don't know if any ramps are open yet, but the ground buzzer is out, and that was blasting away and missing horribly. Which is because I believe Vernon tried to shoot him with the ground buzzer.
Horribly. Yeah. And I think that was actually a main cannon.
That was a main cannon. I used the ground buzzer in an automated fashion and missed.
Yes. You turned it on and nothing happened.
Which, speaking of that thing, I think we should get Pal to move over to it.
I can basically stay on it if you want.
Yeah, we're not going to be flying anywhere.
All right.
Fly us into them.
I'm good.
Try to scoop them up.
I thought, yeah.
Hey, that would be a good idea this time.
Try to get him onto the boarding ramp. We're going army trooper bowling.
We'll treat the ship like a shovel. Scoop them to their death.
It's kind of the right shape, right? It's got the pincers at the front. And...
But Bob would actually allow it to work this time.
Actually,
like how wanted it
would have worked if I rolled right.
We could do that to pick them up, then convince them we're with the Empire. We can call it the Scoop 'em Doop 'em.
I don't think you should get a strain because that was a pretty decent pun.
That was fine. Yeah. The old scoop and doop.
All right.
If no one else is going, I'll do the ground buzzer if you want.
Yeah, I have no idea. Was Kalo at the end of the round?
Yes, that was the last thing that happened. So I believe...
Then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Thar went, and blasted some ears. And now
Screamed so loud it shut down my internet.
Yep. And if you want to get on the ground buzzer and
That's all
use
things
it,
should be.
I believe you guys have the stats somewhere appropriately.
I don't even know what I changed from the last session.
Okay. We'll assume you changed nothing. I only gave you guys 10 XP, so...
Yeah, he was...
I spent it
skimpy
on the
with that.
grit thing, I think.
Grit is always handy.
Okay, so it's an average difficulty to fire at them, correct?
Let's see. So these guys are at medium range from the ship, I'd say. I would say So I would say that the closest group is at medium range, which currently consists of only 3 troopers. Because one of them has ran off, but he'll probably come back. The other group is at long range.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the guys at medium range, I'll be an average check. I believe, they're in cover, so there's a setback. They are also... It's also still raining, I believe.
We used a destiny point to turn to... Yeah.
Right. Yes, so the rain has stopped. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay, I get out of my... I guess I can still fire from my pilot's chair, so...
I'd say so. I mean, the ground buzzer is basically like... It probably just has a little joystick somewhere in the cockpit. So, with a camera attached,
So I sit down, close one eye, take a little aim, and let loose on the closest set of troops.
Okay.
I can yell pretty loud, Mateus, just so we're clear.
I went on YouTube.
Well then,
and
that's
I
a lot of damage.
found some Athorian voice clips so that they'd get an idea of what was going on with that.
Great.
That's what was just playing there.
I didn't even hear
So
it.
we have... so it's 12 base damage, and you just got 4 success. So that is a lot of damage.
Hey, we actually rolled decently. Hey!
16
for the
damage. No crit, I'm afraid, and you didn't manage to activate auto fire, but it has Pierce 2, so...
Is that the ground buzzer, or is that...
the ground buzzer, yeah. The ground buzzer does 12 personal scale damage with Pierce 2. So you deal 16 Pierce 2.
So the ground buzzer is medium range only, so we got to remember that. Its longest range is medium.
Okay. So it is. So that is the one so those guys were the only ones you could hit anyway.
Mhm.
And there's 3 of them, and they're all dead.
Well,
Can
that
you
was
describe
easy.
that a bit better, Bob?
I mean, Walden's the one shooting them. How is Walden killing these army troopers?
Take aim, set a small burst. They happen to just go straight through like the upper chest, like they're peeking right over. One gets popped in the head. The other guy screams as his head explodes next to him. Steps back a touch, gets popped in the shoulder, right in the chest on the second shot.
Wait, his head
The other
explodes,
guy-
then he screams.
And then he's...
No.
Steps
There's
back.
3 people there. There's 3 people there. Person 1, popped in the head explodes. Person 2, screams, reels back, gets popped in the shoulder, popped in the chest, falls over. Person 3 just starts trying to run away, gets popped in the leg, crawls prone, slowly crying to his officer, "Help me," as he gets killed.
R.I.P.
That's pretty metal.
R.I.P.
As-
Army Trooper Group.
As my second maneuver, I fist bump for 2 strain.
Okay.
Can I receive the
Uh,
fist bump and make it explode?
Fist pump. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm gonna take 2 strain and basically tell the who's with us right now on the ground. Pal. I'm gonna tell Pal to get out and get ready for. I can't drop the loading dock, can I? Or is it...
That would be another maneuver, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the loading dock then.
Okay, that's what you do. All right, now it's the NPC's turn to go in a block. This one guy who is running away, we'll ignore him for now. The the officer. Let's see. What will they do? What will they do? The officer's going to make a leadership check to try and bring that one guy back. So let's have a look. So he has not the best presence in the world, but that guy only. So he's just going to roll. Okay. So he's going to be like, "No, men, come back. Return. You've got to get back to your stations."
Before you roll that advantage, I'm just going to reduce one strain.
Okay. Okay, and he fails. The man continues to. The man is basically he's going to take his turn to continue running into the woods. He's going to use his maneuver to order his troopers to perform a free maneuver. They move in, basically into deeper cover behind the kind of the bulk of the van. Before they had their guns, sat on the on the bonnet, but they've moved back behind the van, so they're now in deep cover. His one advantage is to pass a boost along to the group. And that group is actually just going to essentially pass because they are just trying to defend the cargo. So they are just going to stay there and wait for you guys to get in range.
So he's passing the boost, so he's like running away, going, "Don't worry, guys, you got this. I just got to go pick up some groceries." That kind
of. That guy is just running. He's gone. He's gone. He's in the woods. So, play characters. What would three of you like to do?
Is the ramp up still?
The ramp is down.
Okay.
The ramp is now down, which I believe you load the cargo ramp, which is the front central
Yes.
cargo loading ramp. Okay, so between the mandibles is where you can come out if you want to grab your token from the ship map.
Ooh, between the mandibles.
Whoever wants to go.
Anyone have anything they're itching to do?
No. I don't really want to get on foot with these guys, but looks like we're gonna.
I mean, you can't hit them from
the
ship from here, so unless you get out.
You can definitely move to the other cover.
All right, I'm gonna go then. If you guys are
Go for it.
good, okay.
So yeah, I'd say so. To get from the ship, just to get out of the ship is going to be a maneuver. So that cover is at medium range. There's not much between you and the van. It's kind of an open scrub road. And the van is still at medium range from the ship, so it would take you another 2 maneuvers to reach the van, which you can't do yet. At best, you can get within short range.
So another 2
good
maneuvers, or
Yeah, it would be another 2 maneuvers, and you
On
can't
top of
take
the
3
one
maneuvers. Yeah. On the bright side, I mean, you can take cover at the ship and wait for your next turn. You could... I mean, the troopers...
He could hide behind the ramp, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's plenty of cover at the ship itself. You can't... Because those guys are at long range. I don't think you have any weapon that can hit them right now. So you basically have to hope they don't stick their head out and shoot you.
yeah, I just scamper under the ramp.
Okay, cool. So you're in cover behind the ramp. And who's next?
Somebody has a glop grenade left over, right?
I do.
Give him the glop, buddy. So
Yeah, I'm thinking if we could glop them in place, we could at least unload the one truck without too much interference from them.
Yeah, grenades are short range, so you'll need to get to the closest truck to be able to hit them.
I think we can murderize them without the glop at this
Fair
point.
All right, I will also head out and duck behind the ramp.
Okay, so that's your one maneuver to get out. They're all hiding there behind the ramp, which I will represent as... Sure, this is convenient. I'm just going to scale that down a lot. There you go. You guys behind the ramp. All right. And who wants to get? And finally, obviously, we have Thar. What's Thar going to do?
So how many people are at the car in front of us right here?
No one. That van is now empty. There's just bodies torn up by the autocannon.
I'm assuming that the direction it's actually the actual direction, so I could run behind right here.
Yeah, and that would be behind the bulk of the truck. You can't reach that though, because I said it takes a maneuver to get out of the ship, and then 2 maneuvers to get from the ship to the truck, because that's medium range. I can actually zoom this in a bit, I suppose, let's spread them out a bit more so it makes a little more sense. Some bodies. So these...
I'll just follow the same maneuver here and go behind the ramp.
Okay, so all of you are huddled behind the cargo ramp, which is about to take a beating.
What happened to the drivers last time? Did they...
The drivers ran as well.
Okay.
Like they basically just jumped out and got the hell out of there. At least, because I think you blasted you destroyed both vans, essentially.
Right.
With the cannons on the ship. And that meant the drivers, they had no control and they just got out and ran because they weren't particularly invested in the Empire.
They were local contractors, not Imperial driver people? Okay.
Yeah. Let me think. So, do any of you want to order Pal? Remind you have Pal with you. Pal, what was his name? No.
Is Pal near one of the guns still?
Pal is on
in the gun.
Sitting
He's
on
in
the ventral gun. Pal
I'm just
Cup.
worried about her rolling a despair and blowing up the van.
There's 2.
And you can simply ask her to just wait, and not
Wait,
do
no,
anything.
she can't roll a despair unless Bob decides to mess with us. There's no...
You already
And
gave
we can
me the
mess with
idea.
him first. We can call a shot, get her to use a destiny point first, and then he can't do it. Unless it's like a...
What a cunning plan!
But yeah, I can do that. Hey pal, shoot!
Alright.
Into my comm link.
She doesn't have a blaster rifle. She says, "I'm sorry,
turret.
Fuzz, but in the turret. You want
Yeah.
to shoot the okay,
I want her to shoot at the people sitting in the turret.
okay, the people behind the van. Okay, so she's going to aim. She's like, okay, Fuzz, I'll do my best. If I remember right, this was her
One
skill,
upgrade.
I'm gonna flip the destiny
Okay.
point.
and then they are at long range. Well, actually, no, it's hard because they're smaller than the ship, and you're flipping a destiny point as well to add an extra
Yes.
upgrade. Okay,
Well, more to make sure you don't.
Wow.
rude.
No despair.
Okay,
No despair possible, Inertial. We're safe.
You say that.
and she misses with 2 advantage. So, what would you like the 2 advantage to do for her?
Is there any way that it
Damn
can...
it, this van's too solid.
Could it
She
chip
got
away a bit
blasted.
at their cover, or is that too much?
Well, there covers the van, which,
No, it
Yeah,
can
blows
definitely
off like a
remove
door
once
that they're standing behind or something?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I have no problem with it. Basically, like her blasting away with the ship's cannon tears off some more of the front of the van, leaving the troopers more exposed than they were before, and so they're back to being only in half cover instead of full cover. All right then. Okay, and we're into round 4. Who would like to go first?
Not me.
Slevered, take another shot
Yep.
with the thing?
Well, it's too far away, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold my action and wait for you guys to go.
You could do Pal, or you could call for Pal's action.
I could, yeah. I'll just go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you're just going to give Pal a request?
Yeah. Before I do that, actually, yeah. Let's just try that out. She doesn't have a blaster rifle, right?
She does not. She just has a heavy blaster pistol.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah,
she's currently on the main gun.
Okay, she has a weapon. That's what I was more getting
She
at.
has a personal weapon, yeah.
I'm gonna ask her to get out and move with the rest of the rest of the group.
She hops out of the turret and says, "All right, Walden," and runs out wearing her armor.
We all just stay under the
heavy
thing
pistol.
and every round send her to do something.
Guys, no.
Okay. I can do a leadership thing here.
Yeah, you
I
can inspire your comrades.
Yeah.
Reduce their strain.
So we've already. I'm gonna speak. Well, I'll speak over the comms. It's basically like
What's up, Walter?
I've already confirmed 3 kills. There's a bunch of them running away. I'm guessing you guys haven't seen it because you're inside the ship or just got out. There's only a few left, and they're hiding behind cover. We can definitely get them. This is going far better than anything we've ever done.
Yeah,
that's the most inspirational part.
None of you have even been shot.
We'll never fail.
The loading ramp fails and crushes us.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect, but really.
Landing ramps fall, everybody dies. Yep, average leadership check.
Oh my gosh.
2 success, 1 advantage.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay, so let me...
So you're doing
each success is
rhetoric,
plus
right?
an ally. Yeah, so that's 3 allies that I can do that to.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that to Sorry Thar, because you're going to have to run up to get to them a little bit further. The other people have weapons.
I figured I was going to grab the shit. Come on.
You have one of the extendo arm things. The repulsor thing. Yeah, you can
Get
grab
away
stuff.
from me.
So I'm going to upgrade or boost Vernon, Pal, and Vuz, and that will be because of the advantage. Let's see, spend
Each
boost
success, 1 ally within close range
yeah.
recovers 1 strain. So you ran out down towards all of them, right?
So that means I incur 2 strain. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Yeah, each success, 1 ally within close range recovers 1 strain.
And then the advantage is to cause 1 effective ally to recover an additional strain. Vernon, you're going to recover a strain.
Okay, so that's 2 total for me.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Each ally affected by... And also, everybody who is affected gains a boost to each on all skill checks for a number of rounds equal to Walden's ranks in leadership.
And I have 3 ranks in leadership.
Yeah, so for 3 rounds, Vuz and... Oh, sorry, just Pal and Vernon, right? You're giving them both giving them boosts for the next 3 rounds?
Yes, Pal and Vernon, yeah.
Okay, so you basically have free aim.
That is really nice.
What was that,
Yeah,
Walter?
so-
I wasn't listening.
You're doing great, kid.
Too busy concentrating on these army troopers who take aim at Vuz because he was the first off. But he's not the most. Why would they shoot at Vuz? He's not the most threatening. They shoot at that Ithorian that bellowed at them before.
Yeah.
I have
They
the
don't
most
know. How would they know
confirmed
it was
kills.
me?
Well, because you're the only Ithorian.
Oh, well.
Anyway, they have 2 ability. There's 4 of them there. Actually, you know what? The officer is going to go first, and he is going to say, "Overwhelming fire, men." He's going to perform a maneuver to give them a free combat check immediately, so they can shoot at you immediately just for his maneuver. They also got a boost from his advantage from last round. They have, let's see, there's 4 of them, so it's 2 proficiency, 2 ability. And yeah, Thar, you're behind cover. Whoops. So yeah, they're going to shoot at you after being told so by that officer.
Oh boy.
And yeah, so they deal 9 plus. They deal 12 damage. So 12 damage before. So that's for you. 12 damage before soak. So you take 7 wounds. And I guess they're going to do a critical hit. So.
Head explodes. Can still walk
Listen to
backwards.
Bob, he feels so happy.
Yeah. 47. So 47 is. Look. Headringer. You increase the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. Not great for the Doctor, I have to say. So yeah, they blast around for some reason, like one of your ice dorks was sticking out around the side of the landing ramp, and you take a blaster rifle shot to the face, and it's not a good day. It's not a good day to be Thar, Rutaflow.
No.
The officer is going to take. He's going to take his second. He's going to take his second. His action as a maneuver as well to perform tactical direction and add a boost to this minion group of Imperial Army, who are going to now fire at Walden, who's come off. You've come down off the ship as well, right? Because you had to for the inspiring rhetoric.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So whoop.
The ship flies away without us now.
So Walden's down here as well, and they're going to shoot at Walden next because he looks like the next most intimidating, and they're pretty happy about what they just did to that Ithorian. They're going to aim, and they have the boost from there. So the officer did roll one threat. What would you like that one threat to do?
So does my range defense affect this, or is it just max from the cover?
How much range defense do you have?
I have 1, so it wouldn't stack.
It doesn't stack with the cover.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you're at long range.
Let me check that threat stuff here.
Yeah, so basically, you think of it as the reverse of a single advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can maybe add a setback to their check, an extra setback. That's a
We'll
possibility,
go ahead and do
example.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they're a bit distracted by their amazing shooting, and they're a bit too self-congratulatory, so they're feeling a bit cocky, basically. They're like, we can deal with these scum. And they can deal with these scum. That's 13 damage.
I take 10.
Another triumph?
Yes. So
What is
13
this?
damage.
Crit me.
Hey,
And
Slevin,
yeah.
why did you stay on the ship to fire the gun?
Because they're too far away.
And that is a 90... Sorry, not 93, 39.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
close.
Don't do that to me.
There's something interesting that we didn't consider, is that the ship can move.
I mean,
I'm not making any comment at all. Increase the difficulty of your next check by 1.
Okay.
Everybody onto the ship.
Okay, guys, yeah, getting off the ship.
I-
like this.
Stinger
You
went
will
into
get
the
off the ship
hidden
that this
zone.
hail of blaster rifle fire comes down. And
Remember on D-Day when all the Allied tanks were swarming the Nazi troops, and then they all just got out?
And then with the 2 advantage, the troopers are going to have it so that Walden, you actually stumble out from behind the landing ramp, so you're completely exposed.
Okay.
So who would like to go next? Because Walden has already had his turn this round.
Do we start piling back in?
yes.
This is very much the Han Solo and Death Star moment. You run out.
Everybody in.
All right.
Right.
Retreat! Retreat!
Lifty can pilot.
I'll go next.
Yeah, go for it.
So it's 2 maneuvers to get up to behind this, right?
Yes, to get up to that truck. And behind that truck, you're in hard cover. You'll be difficult to hit.
All right.
You'll be in
Buzz
full
being somewhat less tactically wise than me runs up there. I can use 2 strain to get an extra maneuver and still have my action, right?
Correct. You can, basically 2 strain will allow you to perform an additional maneuver without substituting your action.
And from behind here,
So-
I want to shoot at the troops if I can.
Okay, yeah, they're at short range from you.
Short range, and they still had half cover from the...
Yes, half cover from the truck.
Alright,
So
I'm going to use
it's
my modification on my weapon, so
Oops.
I'll get an extra setback, but it's +1 damage.
Okay, so that's your current difficulty pool.
And my... I should have looked at... is 3.
Buzz is like, no, Walden!
Alright, guys, I'm going to go get him. You're all doing great.
And you didn't get them.
what the
Guys,
fuck
look at the
is that
shiny
roll?
rock I found.
Your shots harmlessly plink against the side of the van, and a few others just miss. I'm sorry, Vos. Your shooting is not quite up to speed.
Am I still full cover after that, or am I?
Yes.
Slightly... Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So you basically, when you're in cover, you just lean around and shoot out, and that's incidental. Okay. So who wants to go next?
You forgot the boost that I gave you?
Oh yeah.
I didn't get one. It was Pal and
Pal.
Vernon.
Oh, sorry. Yep,
Alan,
that's very true. Very true.
You suck.
So I would like to suggest Waldern and Pal getting on the ship and circling around while the rest of us move forward.
Bold move, Cotton.
My goodness, is this tactics?
Well, the rest of us stay in a
Surely
position to
not.
get shot when we roll despair on our attacks from the ship.
Well, that's
Depends how
gonna
close you
happen
get to the
anyway,
army.
so, you know.
Depends how close you get to the army troopers. Really, if you walk up and try and punch them, you might have a bad time.
Who would do that, though? That's just stupid.
Yeah, what on earth?
So yeah, whoever wants to go. Vernon, are you gonna? Do you guys agree with Vernon's incredible plan?
Slivered.
I
Yes.
can't move. I already moved.
All right, well, I will dull move on up here and take a pot shot if I'm in range.
Yep. So you take a couple of strain to.
All
Yeah.
right.
So they're at short range from you.
So that's one difficulty. I had a boost. I cannot aim.
They
because
have
I've
one
used both
setback.
maneuvers.
Yep.
Right.
And then it's just your
And-
agility skill, your ranged light.
Ranged light, which is
2 yellow and a green. So, what setting are you using on your blaster pistol? Full power, or are you using a different pistol right now?
I'm
I
using the
forget.
heavy.
The heavy pistol. Cool.
Yeah.
Good solid weapon.
I get him for
And
long.
I'm aiming at the officer.
Oh, you're aiming at the officer. Very well. Okay. He is pretty scary. The stuff he can do to the to get the troopers to fire multiple times.
Quick question: Is the
Uh-huh.
is the truck here open?
The one that one, no, it's not open. The front doors and stuff are open, but the back is still securely locked. So you could get
Okay.
into the command, like get into the driver's seat, but the truck is
Still disabled.
is disabled. Yeah, you'd have to perform repairs to get it moving again.
Ah! Repairs. Can't even
All
fix
right.
my car.
Yeah, I think.
Taking a shot.
Oh my gosh.
that boost was almost amazing. But you got 2
Oh
successes.
well, I mean
Well-
that's still good. What?
Yeah.
I will take that.
So how much damage is
Oh.
that with your pistol?
Base 7, so 9.
9. Okay.
And I don't think I've ever gotten a combat triumph before, so give me a second.
Are you okay? Yeah, because I mean, there's plenty you can do that isn't just a crit.
Oh, you
Yeah.
put the dump here.
This guy is not a minion, so you can't simply take him out with a crit.
I wasn't aware you could do that to a minion, so
Yeah,
how did
if
know?
you, so
Or
it's
you-
because you guys don't crit very often, but when you crit a minion group, a critical hit on a minion group can insta-kill one of the minions. You can knock them out or kill them instantly. So yeah, with the Triumph, you can activate any weapon quality because it counts as effectively infinite advantage for a single option.
Right.
Free maneuvers, negate defensive bonuses completely until the end of the current round. You can choose, instead of dealing damage, to disable a piece of gear on him.
Which you can't really disable his ability to give orders unless you're saying I can shoot his mouth off.
I love the way you.
I mean, you could destroy his radio.
All right, I destroy his
Then you'd have
radio.
Okay, yeah. So that would be instead of dealing damage, by the way.
Oh, instead?
Yeah.
Yes, that's instead.
Yeah, forget that.
Ugh.
I guess I will do the damage, and there was something about performing maneuvers in here. I saw it just a second
Yeah,
ago.
you can perform an immediate. So you can't perform an immediate free maneuver because you already took 2 maneuvers.
Right, but like giving a maneuver to someone else.
Was
that something I could do?
No.
There's
What
stuff
you can
you can
do.
The,
You can do things like upgrade an allied character's next check, so you can give someone a
That
free,
sounds good. Let's
like a
do
free
that.
destiny point, basically. Okay, so next player to go gets an upgrade on their next roll, and that's something only a triumph can do. You did get one threat, so I'd like you to take one strain. Running
Right.
your little servos got a little strained getting over there and taking the shot.
Aiming
But it was a
is
good
hard.
shot, and the officer yells out in pain. So, yeah, something like that. Who would like to go next? We have the last player. I believe it's just Thar, actually, who's left. Thar, you may want to tell Pal to do something, or not.
Does that take up my turn?
No, take your maneuver. You can give Pal an order with just a maneuver, and then she can perform a maneuver and an action. So by essentially sacrificing your maneuver, you gain an additional action, which is a pretty big deal, especially because this ally takes the action herself.
Okay. So could I still move up to this car?
Yeah, that would be 2 maneuvers. You can't perform 3 maneuvers in turn. So if you move up to the car, Pal will stay where she is until she's given an order by
You
somebody
can't
else.
give an order as an action?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, if you just maneuver there and then give the order, that would be all you could do, though.
I feel like I can't get close enough to do anything helpful here.
You could go back on the ship and man one of the guns. If we are doing my idea.
Yeah, you know what? I can't help. So can I give her a maneuver to move up, and I would like to move back inside with my last.
Sure, she takes a maneuver to move up. She's out of cover. Would you either? Okay, so she can take her entire turn just moving up to cover in safety.
Sure.
Or she can move. Yeah, because she can move to here
And take a shot at
take
medium
a
range.
shot. Yeah.
She might be better off on the ship, like the 3 of you on the ship, in doing
Okay,
stuff. And
all right,
leave her
that's
and still
fair.
have cover.
All right, let's just get her back on the ship with me. We'll be the crew that's gonna shoot people from the
Okay,
ship.
everybody runs back. She says, "All right, Thar. I mean, it's pretty dangerous out here," and you run back onto the ship.
Hey, Waldern, get in the ship.
And it
Where are you
is
guys going?
round. It is round 5, and it's player characters turn.
Waldron, where are they
You're out of
going?
cover.
To a
You're
place
out of
very,
cover.
very far away. Yes, I am out of cover, but yes, I am just going to make my way short. So that's 1 maneuver to get back into the ship, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use. Could I use a second maneuver? Well, that's a pilot action, I guess. Is that to actually move the ship?
Yeah, I mean, a pilot maneuver would be a pilot maneuver. In the ship's case, is a maneuver, and it's also a personal maneuver. So if you want to just have the ship take off, that will be a pilot maneuver.
Okay.
You won't be able to move the ship because that would be a third maneuver.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I am just going to. Okay, so I'll take off and yeah. Oh shoot, yeah. So my hatch is gonna still, or the dock is still gonna be open, but yeah,
Yes.
doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah. So the ramp is still open. The ship takes off, and Vuz is probably somewhat confused because I doubt he listened to Vernon's plan very closely. But that's fine.
Vernon, are they
because-
leaving?
Yes, they've decided to abandon us.
What?
No, they're circling around to hit them from behind.
Oh. Why didn't I think of that?
It's a good question.
The Imperial officer yells out, "Men, destroy that droid!" and gives his attack order to his troops. You're at short range.
Don't die.
I'm gonna dodge, take a strain to upgrade the difficulty.
Okay.
And I do have 1 defense. It's not on my character sheet, but from the armor.
Yeah, but that doesn't
stack with cover. That's right.
Yeah. So, so this is their initial attack, ordered by the officer. And they deal, that's 11 damage.
All right, reduced by 3.
And then the 1 threat, what would you like that to do to the in this case, either the officer or the troopers. The officer gave the order, so I'm fine with this threat affecting the officer if you'd like.
Yeah, could we just give him a challenge or setback? Or is
Yeah,
that not...
sure.
They might be better
he's
off
not
doing it
going
to
to.
the soldiers because he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to make a check. So
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking
because he's just going to keep
yeah.
giving them orders. He
Right.
doesn't because he doesn't particularly get. He
All
isn't
right,
very
give the
interested in
soldiers
combat.
a setback then.
All right. So they are going to now. So he's like, now, men, shoot at that Solonian.
What?
And they gain a boost, so they have another setback. Solonian's in cover. There's the setback from the threat. They have a boost from the officer giving them an order. They're going to aim, and let's see what happens. Ooh! Oh, you wait, no despair because
Yay! Ha!
you're not.
You wooed yourself before you nude yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
God damn it!
Check yourself before you wreck yourself, my man.
Now I am the one who
Holy
wooed
cow.
myself before I undoed myself.
Okay, so that's 14. That's 14 damage.
Guys, they
Guys, they.
actually
10
wait. No,
wounds.
I fucking Buzz is a beefy boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He's got 17 wound threshold, and you only take 10. You got 4 soaks, so it's just over half.
Only 10.
I mean, you're going to take a critical hit, obviously, plus 10 because you already have a critical hit.
Am I the
Critical
tankiest
injury.
one on the team? Oh my
That would be
god, this
typical.
isn't okay.
So that's a 3, luckily for you. So that is, I believe, a minor nick.
Does it matter that I already had a crit for your calculations?
Oh
Plus
yeah,
10.
right, duh. So that's
Plus
actually
10,
13. It's a 13. Tut, silly me. So it's actually a sudden jolt. You drop whatever's in your hand. They shoot your pistol. They basically shoot you, and you go ah and drop your pistol.
Yeah, I dropped my pistol.
There you go. Beautiful critical injury there from the NPCs who are doing a brilliant job, I have to say.
I mean, absolute bullshit happened, and it was bullshit.
Yeah. So anyway, 3 fleck. I've got 4 destiny points. I haven't even used them. I think I'm being very nice. Who would like to go next?
Slevered, you already went this turn to get on the ship, right? That wasn't the end of last round?
He got on the ship and made the ship take off. Yeah.
Okay.
Dar could go.
What am I gonna do?
Shoot.
Climb in one of the guns, yeah.
I guess
Or
one of the
tell
longer
Pat.
range ones, right?
Or tell Pal
One
to
of the
do it.
main gun turrets. Yeah.
Let's have Pat get in the main gun because she might actually hit some.
Pat.
Who the fuck is Pat?
Pat,
Pal. She's pal because she's your
Pal!
friend.
Who's Harry?
who the fuck is Harry?
So Pal says, "Right, Thor, I'll get back on the gun," and she hops into the ventral gun turret. Do you want her to take a shot at them as
Yes.
well? Okay.
And I'm gonna flip
the-
a fucking destiny point. Can I do that?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah,
mean-
give them all over.
Aim for the officer.
You wanted to aim for the officer, okay?
I want her to have the smallest chance of obliterating this man.
He's not actually in. Does he have? Oh, he has adversary 1 actually. Huh, I forgot that previously. So yeah, so he's actually only in half cover still. Technically, he's peeking around the side of the van because he wants to be able to direct his troops efficiently. So yeah, she's gonna hops in the turret, takes her shot, and he explodes.
Holy
Oh my
cow.
god.
Oh yes.
I mean, so
you.
that is 6 plus 5. That's 110 personal scale damage. The shots from the cannon, the quad. Well, it's actually just a single cannon. You don't have quads, unfortunately. The shots from the cannon blast their way along the path up towards the officer. His eyes go wide, and he just evaporates in a cloud of red laser
Oh.
fire.
Did anyone actually flip the point there, or did I just double that?
No, I don't think we did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there was no flip, so you did it
Alright.
correctly. Pal, there's a threat, so the single threat means that the gun. Let's see. No, actually, it kicks up so much smoke, like there's so much dust being kicked up that it's kind of hard to see that second van now. So it's hard to see where the where those army troopers are.
I think you mean
It's hard
after
to
his
see
head
in.
explodes, as it does. He
The
stepped
red
back.
mist flows.
His
Yeah,
step
just
back
his head-
blocks the troops.
His headless body just collapses in front of them. Yeah. Who would like to go next?
I don't think he has a head. Let's hold on a minute.
He doesn't have anything. Like, there was 110 personal skill damage. You know, he's gone. He's evaporated. The standard, one of the suggested protocols of being hit by a ship grade weapon is that you take an immediate crit plus 50. But because he's only a rival, he doesn't even need that. He's just gone. He is no more. He's deceased. He is a dead parrot.
Probably not the only arrival from that shot.
Indeed. He's pining for the fjords. Anyway, after that Monty Python interlude, who would like to go next? So Thars had his turn. I believe we have Vuz and Vernon.
Vernon, you want to go? You're a better shot than me. You can possibly
Sure.
end this.
I doubt it, but I'll give it a try. Going to double aim at the troopers.
Okay, and that's going to be that difficulty. I just flipped
You
your
have
destiny
another-
point.
You have another boost from me. Remember to use the leadership
that's
boost.
right,
yeah.
Triple boost.
Yeah.
And then there's a setback because of the dust that was kicked up.
Oh, well, that's rude.
So there you go. It's this just pile of dice.
All right.
Pretend you're playing craps. And you miss, but you got 2 advantage. So you feel pretty good about that.
I'm gonna go ahead and just heal some strain. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
getting really
yeah. The
bad.
dust, unfortunately, the van, yeah, it's all a
I'm
bit
just
much.
keeping their heads down. It's fine.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And finally, a little injured.
All right, I use my
unarmed.
I use my maneuver to pick up my weapon.
Yep.
5 is a low strain for Vuz. I'll take 2 strain to aim,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot them, in case that wasn't implied
Okay.
with everything else I had said.
So there's only. So that's the difficulty. They're still in heavy cover, but the dust has dissipated since the shot that Vernon took. So
It's a boost
yeah,
frame, right? It's not...
Yes.
Okay.
a single boost, unless you take 2 maneuvers, in which case you get 2 boosts.
Which
I had to pick up my weapon.
And you miss.
What is this?
Holy cow.
Pew, pew, pew! At short range.
All right, 3
Without
advantage.
fail.
It misses, but it's close enough to kind of scare them out of the cover a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. 3 advantage. They 3 advantage. You blast some chinks off the windscreen of the van. They start running out. So they're out of the van now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty scared. They just watched their superior get evaporated. So
Would it
Surrender
happen too
now or
fast for
prepare
them
to
to
fight?
see?
Hmm?
I wonder if it would have he would have evaporated so fast they couldn't even have seen it. He was just gone the next moment.
yeah, I mean, they're just being blat blat blat. Psh, is probably what happened.
Sir, where'd you...
Yeah, there's just this little cap just floating to the ground. Yeah, they actually, you know what? There's 3
Do they have a
advantages.
fear
They
mechanic?
walk out with They walk out with their hands up. They've dropped their weapons. What do you do at the start of the next round?
I walk up to them.
Oh,
They've dropped
no.
their weapons.
oh no.
All of them? No one's armed?
Yep, there's 4 of them. They're all looking very much the worse for wear. They're still shaking their heads a little bit from the. They've got dust all over their faces. Their armor is looking a little tattered.
Is this 1 maneuver range? To walk up?
Yep, short range, so just 1 maneuver.
Walk up to them, put my hands on my hips. I hope you've all learned a valuable lesson today.
God.
So
Can
is that coercion?
No, Buzz just thinks we've won.
Okay.
If they want to
They
take
just
that
say,
as
"We're-
coercion, it's a sternly worded.
We surrender. We surrender. Don't kill us. Not with that cannon."
Oh my god!
I can't. I got him down here. You can come back. Walder.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna set the ship back down.
Okay.
I'm guessing we're probably out of combat at this point.
If you choose to be.
I choose to be out of combat.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to accept their surrender.
I declare
I'm going
peace.
to also walk up towards them and pick up a rifle from one of the dead guys over here.
Okay. Yep, that is a standard blaster rifle. Ranged heavy, range long, damage 9, crit 3, stun setting. It's just a standard blaster rifle that you can find easily in the character creator or the core rulebook.
Ooh, I want the other
Alright.
one. One of the other ones.
So yeah,
Yeah,
there are on the floor basically at the guys who got blasted next to the truck. There are 3 blaster rifles there.
I'm gonna say over the comms, hey, we need to make. Why don't we get the rest of their gear in its entirety and give that to the rebels as well?
Why don't we ask Pal what to do with them?
Well, pal, we're all settled now. We've got 3 surrendered. Is there anything that you want to do with these storm or these regular troopers?
Well, I mean,
Regular
they're definitely not as indoctrinated as those guys in the white armor. I think we can just take their uniforms and let them go. Let them run off into the woods with the other one.
Yeah, those uniforms
Alright,
could actually be really useful
Strip
later.
down then.
Strip down.
Hey, do you think they're wearing much under those uniforms?
This robot is creeping me out, guys.
Vernon.
Yes.
Share the tattered clothes from your officer.
So the guys they're not undressing. They're just standing. We won't undress. We're going to leave with our uniforms. You can take our weapons, but not our clothes.
Give us the armor then.
Their armor's all kind of a bit damaged and not really worth very much.
I'm gonna tell Pal to shoot across them just a little bit.
We're standing right
So
next to
not aim at them.
We're
Is,
standing.
Just like over here, just to give him a little touch of fear.
So who's making the coercion check here?
Vernon's right there, I guess.
Yeah, it probably should be me, even though coercion is
Willpower.
Alright.
I'm great at.
So I'm going to give you like 2 boost from the blaster cannon being fired right next to them. And if you could make a coercion check against just an average coercion check.
All right. No, any setback?
No, because they're
Alright.
pretty much they're surrendered.
Without,
They still refuse. They say no. At least leave us well.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna grab the stuff from the truck.
Yeah, the ship's set down. You have one of the repulsor lifts. Who else has a repulsor?
Lifty
Yeah,
has
I have
one, and yeah.
Pal is still on the ship, waiting for, just keeping an eye on the soldiers who surrendered. So they're still refusing to take off their uniforms. You have 2 advantage though from the coercion check.
Vernon's feeling pretty good about himself, and that's just going to reduce a couple strain.
Yeah, he's still pretty. He's just having fun with these meatbags, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, if you don't want to give us the armor, I at least want your hat.
One trooper says, "All right," and takes his helmet off and passes it to you. He's got like some kind of dusty hair that's clearly balding at the back.
Buzz puts it on. I'm assuming that's not actually going to give me any protection. I just
No.
Buzz
I mean,
to
it has
walk around
has
with
like a radio. It has goggles. It's an army trooper helmet. It doesn't really do very much.
It is now a Sublonian helmet.
It probably looks hilarious on you. 'Cause
That
it's
is
probably
why I'm
like
wearing it.
completely the wrong head shape. And any artists who want to sketch this, please do. Sounds wonderful to me. Yeah. So Thar, if you want to get into the back of that truck, it's going to be either a hard mechanics check or a 4 difficulty athletics check.
Athletics?
Yeah, that's for forcing the door open. Depends how you want to do it. How do you want to get it?
I'm gonna
prying
run
it.
over to these schmucks and say, "Hey, open the fucking door."
So we don't have the access. It was the officer. He had the key card, and well, they kind of.
Well,
look
you
over
better
it,
get
where there's
over
just
there and open it
a
up.
little crater. Like, you want us to just force it open?
Yes.
Well,
Vernon gestures with his nice big new gun suggestively.
are you threatening them, Thar?
Yes,
I
I'm
mean-
gonna ignite my stupid spark gloves and be like, "You better get over."
Okay, well, make that average coercion check then, please.
It's gonna
You don't get-
suck, but I will
With
punch
a
them. I swear to
boost.
God.
Yes, a boost because Vernon is assisting
Hey, I have a bonus to that, don't I, from my stupid armor?
to coercion, I believe
Yeah,
so.
chitin armor gives it.
Yeah, you're very intimidating Athorian.
It's a boost, correct?
Let me
These
double
are
check.
also the troopers that got their ears bloodied.
It adds an automatic advantage. So that's slightly
Ooh.
different.
So no boost, one extra advantage.
No, he does get he gets
Just
the boost
one,
from
yeah.
one boost, and then otherwise it's your coercion skill, which is whatever it is.
Holy cow!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got 4 advantage. They're just standing there. Look, if we do this, as soon as we get anywhere civilized, we'll just get arrested and then executed.
Then
That's
join
a
the
Let us
real
rebellion.
go,
shame.
please. Just let us go. You have 4 advantage, so.
So I'll walk up at this point and basically say, "Listen, you. Granted, you're probably, if you help us, you're probably going to be in a dire situation, but we happen to have some people that may help you out if you help them out." And I'm going to point back to the ship and say, "There's a rebel in there, and
Oh, my God.
if you follow her, she'll keep you safe, but you may have to do a few jobs for her."
Rebels? They all look at each other. Could you make a sounds like negotiation to me?
Yeah.
So again, that's just going to be an average negotiation check.
Waldern, one of them is confirmed hatless.
So yeah, you did get 4 advantage, by the way. Thar.
Yeah.
So okay.
I was guessing the advantage was to basically be able to tell them to convince them to work with the rebels. But
I mean, okay, that's brutal. Thar, is
It's-
that something you're okay with?
I'll let it go.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you got 2 success, 3 advantage on your negotiation check there, so you can gain some additional stuff from them if you like. They're like, "Ugh. Okay, well, if the rebels can help us," and they start taking off all their helmets and just like throwing them on the ground.
I'm gonna
Stupid army, anyway.
hold up my hand and say, "Are there any security codes that you guys have?"
No, just our officer had them.
In
You're
the
gonna have to
background,
break in.
Buzz begins collecting the other hats.
Just piles them on top of his head. Tower of
mind-
hats.
you mind if I take one?
Hand one to one.
Buzz, could you get started on these doors? Time's wasting.
Oh, I guess you want me to get into it? Lifty,
Yeah.
we need you down here. Is there... If I go up to the first truck here, do I see any way to get through? Can I try to hack the lock? Is it a lock you can
Yeah,
hack?
so it's there's a combination mechanical and electronic lock. It takes key cards or it takes mechanical keys depending on which way you want to open it, and you can brute force it open. So how would you like to open the lock?
I want to try to just hack the key code.
Mainframe.
Hack the
You want
mainframe.
to basically, okay, so you
Slice my way in if I can.
that'll be hard with a setback because you don't have the appropriate tools, and
Hard with a
you have
setback.
you have a tool set, but you don't. But okay,
Mechanics or
setback.
computers?
It's computers.
Okay.
You
need
because you have a
slicers
toolkit,
for that,
not a
right?
slicing kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have the correct tools, so you had a setback.
Hard, setback, computer.
But for some reason, Buzz is like, let's computer this. And I'm gonna upgrade that once. So there you are.
If this one goes here, we're gonna check there. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You hear the radio sparking, and then you hear a voice coming through. Convoy 5, not heard from, sending reinforcements down the valley. Be
This
there
is in my
soon."
helmet?
In the van. Like, as you're hacking, you hear it from the radio in the front of the van.
Waldern, we're gonna have company.
Okay, maybe we need to get the shit. Come on.
That's
I'm
what we're
going
trying
to
to
give
do.
it an athletics check.
Okay, so let's roll it back a bit, because we've had some advantage here that haven't been used. So, Walden, you had 3 advantage on your negotiation with these troopers. What would you like that? Because they can give you stuff. You wanted them to help, right? But they can give you some other stuff unrelated to that precise thing. They can give you some kind of side bonuses.
Yeah. So I'm going to, as they're walking up, well, let's say I'll ask like, what's the usual like comm time? So like when are they going to ask for or like send reinforcements? Because we've stopped this convoy.
So well, judging from what I just heard on the radio about now, they should be here in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on what they're using. They usually come in on speeder bikes.
Shoot.
If you respond to them, is that gonna make them stop? Or do they expect the officer?
Well, I think one of us could maybe try and convince them, I suppose, if you want.
Can I do my athletics check to bust that door open?
Well, let's get them to try that first, and then we can continue trying to get stuff out. Like, that can all be happening at the same time.
Yeah, basically. So, one of the troopers wanders over to the radio on the truck, which is still just about working. And he is going to try and lie to his superiors. He is a man of completely average cunning, but the good news is that on the other end, the radio operator is also of average cunning. So, are any of you going to help him?
I'll try and coach him through like what he needs to say.
Okay. So he pulls out the radio.
If that's an assist, would that add my proficiency?
Oh, if it's a skilled assist, yes. So what skill do you have?
Sorry, that's lying. That's deception,
yeah,
right?
Deception,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, we're doing deception.
Why didn't we ask the robot? We suck.
Vernon was distracted by
Vernon
looking at
was
these shiny
definitely
guns.
distracted. Yep. Looking at this
So,
nice big pile of
That's
guns.
all that you get. No, it's just the boost.
So he goes on. Negative. We're all fine here. Everything's fine here. We don't need.
Shut up.
We're going fine. And then it comes through. Not your. Sorry, need routine inspection. On their way. And he looks up at Walden and says, "I'm sorry, it's no good."
You did your best. It's okay.
Meanwhile, so just before this, Vuz was trying to hack the lock and got 3 advantage as well. What would Vuz like to do with his 3 advantage?
Well, I was thinking that was...
Because that was the 3 advantage from the negotiation, was getting this guy to do that for you.
I was thinking that
You
would get that was factored in already, but...
Nope. You still got 3 advantage to spend on something computers related. You can make it so that your failed attempt didn't take much time at all. So that you're more on the 30-minit side instead of the 20-minute side.
I can't really think of too much else there, so yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you basically you look at it and you're like, this isn't going to work at all, and then the radio sparks.
I don't think I'm getting in here. Oh, hello.
Yep. And then now Thar is going to try and rip the door off. Insert Italian job here. So yeah, if you could make a 4 difficulty athletics check.
Woo!
Daunting, I believe.
I don't even know what my is.
I mean, you're pretty buff, so...
Yeah, it's your brawn.
Oh, it's 3. 3 ability dice.
It'll be
Anyway, we
fine.
could use one of those recursive
We got a bunch of bookworms
clamps
here.
to assist on this.
Might
give it an extra point of leverage.
That's... I'm going to say that doesn't sound like something you could really do with a repulsor clamp.
All right.
Necessarily. They're for carrying things, not pulling things, basically. So yeah,
I'm gonna give
And so
myself a boost.
Could you
Ow.
short it
Sounds
with
like
your
a great
javelins?
idea.
Flip a destiny point.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Okay,
did you
that's-
just flip one of the Imperial ones to Rebel? Or did
No, that was just one that I left in the middle. Yeah, let me rearrange. There we are. Okay.
All
Good
right,
luck.
I'm not gonna do it, but we tried. What?
You did it.
All right.
You did it. You wrenched the door off its hinges. You look inside. Unfortunately, due to the blasting that you guys did from the ship, it looks like one of the crates in there has been damaged, so there isn't quite as much in this truck as you'd hoped. That's the 3 threat. But what would you like the Triumph to do?
I'm gonna say that the stuff that is left is of much higher quality than our intelligence indicator.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, there's some really nice sets of back-to patches here. Some stuff that you haven't even seen before, some new medical scanners, that kind of thing. All right. So there is each truck. How much did I have being in each truck? Okay, so let's say this one had they would have carried 50 encumbrance worth. This one has 40 encumbrance of high quality medical supplies.
Okay, I'm gonna say, hey, Lifty, let's get going. And I'm gonna grab the stuff and
That does seem
run it
like
to the
quite
ship.
a bit of fun, Master Thor.
Because each arm can carry 10 encumbrance, right?
Yes.
we gotta get moving.
Lifty's
Yeah,
got
so-
a repulsor clip, Lifty thingy. So Lifty will help with that one.
Okay.
It's
I'm
20 at a
gonna
time,
say-
40, so 2 trips.
Yeah.
Really-
So 2 trips for both of you.
I'm gonna set a
And-
pal on the comms to keep her eyes open for any incoming Imperial patrol.
All right. I'll get on the dorsal gun, so I get a better view.
Can I try to mechanics my way through? See if I can. break
Yeah,
my
because
way
you
in?
you had your advantage. You stopped before you broke it. So you can try and open the second van using your mechanics skill. So again, that's a hard mechanics check, but you don't have any setback because you have the tools. You have your toolkit. So hard mechanics.
That is, I think, same as my computers. Nope, not quite. That is sad. That
Yeah,
is-
since you're just going essentially medium range back and forth, it doesn't take very long to move the equipment.
Holy
How
cow.
is
Oh dear, yeah, this truck is just not opening.
I guess I need to go over there and rip it off the hinges.
You
What?
try and jimmy the lock, but it's not happening.
God
You got
damn.
3 advantage though.
I kind of loosen it so there's an advantage or downgraded difficulty when Thar tries to.
Oh yeah, sure.
break
It'll
through.
now only be that's fair. It'll now only be a hard athletics check. So you've weakened the lock. You
Don't
tried to
mean-
get out with a blowtorch, but it didn't do didn't do enough.
So if Thar and Lifty are still getting that other stuff, Buzz, since I have a clip as well, I'm gonna go try to just tap Thar.
Finish
in,
off.
and I'll take Thar's place moving the stuff.
Okay.
I'll assist on trying to open it.
Okay.
It's
I'll
just an
take
extra
Star's
boost.
loader thing and help out on the other truck.
Can we instruct the troopers to load it as well?
They can't really carry the crates themselves very easily.
Yeah,
each-
Can they at
remember
least
how
carry
much difficulty
one?
we had in the warehouse?
Yeah, I'm saying, can all 3 of them? I assume
Yeah,
there's
they
3
can
left.
carry 1. Yeah, so they
Okay.
can carry. So once this truck is open, they can carry 10 of the 50, and then there will be just 4 crates left to move back
Okay.
and forth. Which again, that it's a little further from that van because it's at long range from the ship. Because Walden didn't move the ship closer.
Nope.
So you're gonna you might have to make an athletics check to get there in time. We'll see.
Okay.
So time is
um,
ticking. If you want to make your hard athletics check to
I'll
rip
flip
this door
another
off.
destiny point with everyone's approval.
Go for it.
We've been having such bad luck with these, yeah.
With the boost.
Yep,
Oh,
from
the-
Walden. So
Does it add a boost or does it change
I
the
have the
die?
boost. I gave you the boost. I'm assisting.
Did the last one get flipped
There
at
should
all?
also. Oh no, that downgraded.
It did.
so what was that, Fuzz?
I'm not sure if his first Destiny point actually ended up getting flipped.
I think it
It
did.
took us a
I
while.
did. I personally flipped it myself.
It's okay. I'm happy with the balance as it is.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So this is a correct roll, right, Bob?
Yep, that looks good to me. Oh, that one is just not opening. You pull, you and Walden, you pull, you shove, but nothing happens. The troopers just stand there and be like, "We're sorry. I mean, these vans are hardy. They build them to not let people in."
Can we
You have
blast
one
it open with the
advantage,
ship, Waldern?
You're running out of time.
Can we just
You've loaded. Everything's been loaded from the first van, but you've now got maybe 15 minutes until the reinforcements arrive.
Waldern, can you blast the other one open? Can you try to shoot the doors off?
Well, you're gonna need the blast. You're gonna need the ship to blast it. You can't use just a regular blaster for this.
That's what I meant. That's why I said from
try
the
it.
ship.
We can try it. I'll tell.
Okay, so I have that
yeah.
little grapple pistol on my character. Can I possibly attach that to it and try and use it as leverage, Bob?
I could allow that. That would add a boost.
So
But,
can we?
You've already tried. That's the thing. You've already spent time trying. You're not. That doesn't add enough of a difference. You don't think it would make enough of a difference to allow you to take the door off. So Walden, are you going to tell Pal to shoot, or are you going to do it yourself?
Do we have cables on the Avedon Hail?
We don't.
No.
We don't.
Waldern, you smart.
I don't do these types of jobs.
Let's just get the rest of the stuff on there. We need to have some type of success with this.
Yeah,
We already have the other stuff on there.
loaded.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and blast it off. I guess.
Okay, you get into the ventral turret.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna move away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Pal in the dorsal just so she can still. Thar, are you still okay? You're just gonna move away. Okay.
Okay, so it's average because it's the same. Basically, the van is only one silhouette smaller.
Yep.
2 setback because it's essentially a cold shot, and you don't really have time to sit there and aim. And you have
I have 4.
4 agility for your gunnery skill.
Which needs an upgrade because of that special system.
Yes.
Yep, the targeting system, which you guys keep forgetting you have.
Yeah.
Holy
And
cow!
Guys!
You miss. At least you miss. There's no threat. There's advantage, but no threat. You miss.
Army trooper guys, do you know what they'd be sending to check?
Usually it's Lancer speeder bikes.
How many?
3 or 4.
Oh. We can blow those up.
Shut
Are those
up!
like the Endor things?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, you got 3 advantage, Walden, on your shot.
Hey, Buzz. Try and get the one in the back here working, the old speeder. Let's see if we can get it working at least one more time and ram that thing.
What's the advantage for Waldern first?
So for me, shoot, there's nothing really. I can't really help you with you trying to figure out that vehicle. What if we say the advantages for when he pried open the stuff, it exposed the engine a bit better, so you're able to access it.
Yeah, that works.
Something like downgrading.
I mean,
from when Thar opened up the back.
sure, yeah. So it's easier to access the damage that was done by the Avedon Hail.
Mhm.
That's fair enough. Yeah. So instead, because it's at that truck is at its hull trauma threshold. So technically, it's not. It technically will still drive.
Okay, ram that bitch open.
Should I be trying to ram the other one with this one? Or should I just get in the one that has the stuff in it and we can try to drive it away?
Well, it's not going to outrun a speeder bike.
It will definitely not outrun a speeder bike.
All right.
How about we have it drive back to town and we try and shoot those speeder bikes?
The army trooper pipes up. They'll just start sending ties.
That's fair.
All right, we'll have to find a different way to sever our ties.
Oh!
No.
Take 2 strain.
No. I can afford to.
You have done that yourself.
Buzz
This is your fault
unexpectedly
yourself.
falls over.
he
Right.
just says, more
I'm gonna-
like...
I'm
All
going
right,
to try
ram
to get that started and drive into the other one.
The engine turns over, the van starts to float up. And so you're going to move it at speed 1. towards the
That
other van.
fast?
No. I mean, it's faster than people. It's like 40 miles per hour on ground or something like that, 50 miles per hour. So I would say that would be a piloting check.
Oh my God, send help.
Sorry, a piloting planetary.
We didn't even need to fix the thing. Why did I do this?
You were the nearest one there. I'm going to say that
You're really the second best to do this. So
it's hard, but I mean, obviously the three advantage that Walden got, he wanted to help out in this scenario a little bit. I'm going to say the shots, while they missed, did weaken the other van's rear armor. So I'm going to at least add a boost, 2 boosts, sorry, to this piloting check.
Oh, please, big money.
So you're trying to drive in and smack the rear off the end.
Oh, thank God.
So you bash into the rear of the truck. The entire, the shell of the back of the truck crumples up and rolls off, leaving the internals exposed. The threat is that it knocks out the truck you're in, and it's kind of the second truck is now kind of in the way a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get the stuff off.
All right,
let's go.
But
you should fly the ship over to the other side. We can load it up.
As you guys are starting to pack that stuff up, I'm going to fly the ship slightly closer.
Yeah, so you land as close as you reasonably can without having to take a check, presumably. Okay. And so you're within about short to medium range. So on the horizon, Pal notices the speeder bikes kicking up a plume dust, and he says, "They're nearly here. We've got maybe 5-10 minutes. Come on, guys, let's go." The army troopers grab a crate between them and start running onto the Abaddon Hail.
Then we've got 3. Did we get 3 or 4?
We got 3.
We got 3. So Buzz left
I have 1 right now, so
we're in.
So that's just 1 trip each? No, there's 5 of them.
Yeah, there's 5 crates on this truck.
I'm gonna grab one. Do I have to do any checks, or are we just assuming that?
No, I mean, this is just So the ship is close enough that you can do it in time, except that to do 1 trip. But if you want to get the last crate, it'll need a check to get on the ship before they get here.
I'll do it. I'll give that check.
Okay, so because you're going to have to sprint, basically, that's going to be a hard athletics check.
Whew! We sweating today, boys.
Yeah, you're having to sprint across, grab it with a repulsor clamp, and then sprint back while trying to hold the repulsor clamp high enough up.
Don't worry, Tara, we can scoop you up.
3 difficulty.
Come on.
Hey!
Oh my God!
You stumble onto the ship. And behind you, you see the speeder bikes whish past, curve around past the vans, and they're going to take a shot at you.
Oh!
Because of the threat. So they're going to... Speeder bikes are silhouette 1, so there's no... Well, silhouette 2, technically, but there's no... So it's average. These guys, they're scout troopers, so they're reasonably agile. They don't have any gunnery proficiency, so they don't have that. It's only a personal scale weapon. And you do have some cover from the ship. So they're going to take a shot at you. And they miss. The shots slam into the boarding ramp as you push the last
ready to
crate on
go?
board.
Are we ready to go, Walter? Let's go. Hey, Walter. Hey, Walter, let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna lift off if everybody's on. Oh my goodness! And I'm going to also tell Vuz to jam the speeders.
Strawberry or raspberry?
Shut up.
Boysenberry.
Boysenberry. Okay.
Okay. Jamming. Could you make a hard computers check? I believe to jam their communications.
Jamming is an average computer check.
Average. I apologize because you're basically just flooding the signals, presumably.
Yes.
Okay. Go on, Vuz. Do your worst.
Make sure that is correct.
His little body slides into the seat. Tappa, 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 tappa. Jamming signal goes out.
Okay. Additional target for each advantage, so you're able to target
4. Yeah, and then
4.
they're split. There is 4 of them that are scooched by, and they park next to the trucks. and basically shake their fist at you because there's nothing they can do from where they are now.
Those Madeline kids.
Basically, as you start taking off, they start looking over the wreckage, and one of them picks up the officer's hat and just kind of looks at it in surprise. And you can't really tell he's surprised because it's a scout trooper, but
I'm assuming he like kind of looks up at the ship like, oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
I think this is a great
break?
place to take a short break. I need to
Hey guys, we didn't suck.
rest my voice for a little bit.
Yeah.
We started this encounter, we started this half of this encounter in like the best position possible, then we very nearly killed ourselves. For no reason.
It was amazing. Like, let's approach the guys with blaster rifles from our nice secure ship that they can't damage.
All right,
well.
10 minutes, so 9:45, is that?
Sounds good to me.
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. See you soon.
Oh, he's like a little puppy.
He is
Slobbering
like a little
everywhere.
puppy. And we are back. Most of us are back. I keep looking at the list of people on the Discord and thinking, oh, someone's missing, but it's because Pal's here. Bob is just doing such a great job bringing her alive that it feels like there should be another...
I feel like I'm being... Yeah, anyway. We're just waiting for Kayla, right? Aren't we always, etc.
So I'm assuming the break was spent writing backstories and fleshing out personalities for the forced army troopers, right?
Yeah, Jim, Bob,
What about Captain John?
Fred.
Because we're not dropping them off anyway. They're going to be assigned to this ship, and they're staying with us.
No.
Forever.
No. You guys with NPC tag-alongs is a...
We already have one.
Well, yeah, but she also wants to get dropped off.
No, not her, Lifty.
Oh, yeah, Lifty doesn't really count. You're not going to just put Lifty in the line of fire, because Lifty can't shoot, so...
I would.
Well, Lifty is also not really an NPC. I play him as a second, very well fleshed out character.
Yes.
who has one purpose.
The
Being
thing is,
creepy?
Lifty's combat efficiency is equivalent to Buzz's.
That's not true. Buzz has
You
shot
have-
people before.
He has 3 brawn, right? Like,
Lifty?
yeah. He's a labor droid?
Yeah. 3 brawn, 1 cunning, 4 soak, 1 agility, 2 intellect. I don't think he can hold any blasters, though.
You can put
That's
shock
just a
gloves on him.
mechanics check away from duct taping one on.
I've always kind
Yep.
of pictured him as a dolly with a torso attached. Actually, I think one of Sid's toys kind of looked like that in Toy Story.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
The skateboard.
He puts stuff on his skateboard body and rolls away.
Yeah. It was
How does
like
he turn?
the speed racer looking guy. His arms kind of just paddling forward.
Oh, God.
Alright, Kayla will. I don't think there's anything super necessary.
Yes, all we can really comment that we mentioned in the break is that the players managed to magically forget to pick up any of the blaster rifles except for 2, so they have 2 blaster rifles out of the possible 7 that were on the floor. But apart from that, they did pretty well out of this little escapade. Pal is in the hold, sizing up the army troopers, who are looking a little sheepish.
So, do we want to go back and get the rest of the equipment? I just got that.
We got all of it.
No, not the medical equipment. The blasters.
Oh. Yeah.
Now
Fight
swarming
some
with
scout
Imperials.
troopers and possibly some ties for a handful of blaster rifles.
And for ties, if we can salvage them.
You could always flip a destiny point for more blaster rifles.
Yeah, our last destiny point for a handful of blaster rifles.
We're poor. We need that.
But think of the money.
I would allow somebody to make a daunting vigilance check to say that they picked the blaster rifles up, that they were paying enough attention. Their character was paying enough attention to pick them up.
Ooh.
You're not going to upgrade that, are you?
Who's...
Why would I do such a thing?
Because you're you.
Mm,
I'm back.
What's your guys' vigilance? So, Kalo,
I
Bob
think
is...
I have two training in vigilance, yeah.
Okay.
But that's it.
Kayla would have the most willpower for vigilance.
Actually, Thar and Vuz have the same willpower. Both of them have the same vigilance.
I'll do it.
Could
Okay.
we do a skilled assist so we get my proficiency? I mean,
Sure.
both have
And
some
if you
downtime.
know, and accidentally, I'll just flip this destiny point.
of course you will.
So, skilled assist upgrades one of my ability to.
That's
Two.
Two of
It's-
yours.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So,
Yeah. So there you go.
This is going to go great, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me
no
the
question.
despair.
No.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, it turns
close.
out the one blast rifle that you picked up, Vernon, is slightly damaged.
Oh. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, the
Hey,
scope
Fuzz,
is
you want to take a look
misaligned.
at this? And I just kind of throw it at him lightly.
Ow! Yeah, what's wrong with it? Oh, there's a dent where it hit my head. Yeah, let me... I'm going to try to take a look at it then.
Okay, yeah, so it's just going to be an easy mechanics check to fix it. Meanwhile, where are you flying, Walden? Which direction are you going in the hail? Pal has come back in the cockpit and said, "Hey, Walden, let's drop me off back at the city, okay?"
Yeah, we're gonna have to lay low with this thing. Yeah, we'll fly back over to the city, back to the dock or the landing bay we were originally at.
Right, I'll take
Did
these.
Did we register at that landing bay under the Hale's name?
Well, of
But
course.
of course.
You never tell me you fake anything, so I always
Yeah,
assume
and
you're just on the up and
It's
up.
very difficult to fake things, and we don't have money to fake things, so
Oh, that's fair.
So you land back at the same pad. It's the second day now, so you need to pay again for another 20 credits.
okay, I'll pay it.
With my 3 advantage from fixing the thing,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the monetary value of 3 advantage would be, but could I find there was an attachment on it, a Bantha's Eye laser sight, or is that too much?
How much does a Banthai laser sight
That
cost?
one's 500.
I'll allow it.
All right, cool.
Cool.
And because I was fixing it, I give Vernon the one that doesn't have that.
No, that's perfectly fair.
And tell him it was the one he gave me.
Wow, it's spotless. You did a fantastic job, Vuz.
Thanks. It's great. It's exactly what you gave me, too.
I can see that. I'm starting to question why you would say that, though.
Yep, it's exactly the same one you gave me, and I walk away.
As he's winking to himself.
As I'm winking to Vernon.
Oink! You make it back to the city and land back at the dock. Pal gets the 4 army troopers to at least take off their tunics. And she gets out comlink and says, "Hey, Joel, we have a few new recruits. Gonna need you to come over here with some clothes for them." Right, yeah. Oh, and bring a pallet. We got some supplies. She looks back up at you, Walden. As I said, I'd like some of these medical supplies. Just one of the crates will be fine.
We did
I'll even take
offload some earlier.
Oh, yeah. You did. So you did. No worries, then. Then forget I said it.
It's all good mistakes.
Pal's
happen.
got a bad memory. She's like, I'm sorry, Walden. She goes back to the comment again. Joel, don't worry about the transport. Just get some clothes for these guys, some civvy clothes. Jim over here, she glares at one of them, needs to learn a few things about manners, but apart from that, I think they'll be fine.
That's good to hear. Turn him over pretty quickly.
I hope you 3 are going to take this with you for the rest of your lives and know that we saved you.
Except for you, Jim. Forget you.
Yeah, because there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them.
And me too.
One of them just pops out from behind a crate. Don't forget me.
The weird thing is, I was writing all 4 of them down while I said that.
Anyway.
Shut up, Taylor. No one asked you.
Jill arrives with a pile of clothes, which he throws at the troopers. They put them on and start filing out of the ship. Pal turns to you and said, "Well, thanks for getting us some new recruits. Hopefully they stick around. Worst case, they just go back to civvy life, but we can always use more hands here on Belleron. Good luck on Mon Calamari."
Did they switch clothes here?
Yeah, they just changed on the ship, yeah.
I'm going to ask Pal if we can borrow one of those outfits.
Just one?
Yeah. Oh, we can. I'll ask for all of them, but
none of you are really human enough to pull it off.
Yeah.
Without a really good disguise kit.
I'm human-ish shaped, but yeah.
Well, what kind of
You know the pictures of the dogs playing poker, Sliver?
That thing.
I've got a helmet
barely,
too.
It's barely armor. Like it's a uniform that has one side.
It's for disguise
Okay.
for Mon Cal.
It's it's a tunic because they didn't take their trousers off because their trousers and boots.
Oh
are
yeah,
particularly
very true,
obvious.
very true.
So it's
Okay.
basically just a tunic.
Okay, never mind then.
Right. Well, it was good working with you. See you around, guys. She
Nice working
files off the
with
ship.
you.
We did a good
And there
job,
you are.
everyone. I guess
You're
you
in
can
the
say
ship with
Elder 1, Empire 0.
Take 2 strain.
Oh my god.
It's a good job. It's a long way to Mon Calamari. It's a long way to Calamari. Anyway, not that long, but longish. At least a day or so, depending on how badly your astrogation roll goes.
Okay.
Well, I
We-
think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, we should probably take at least enough time to heal up.
You got 90.
Rez and I are. No, all of us are in pretty bad shape.
Yep, I love looking at these large numbers on the little red displays
Yeah.
that I have in my Games Masters area. It's very convenient. It's like, Anyway, yeah. So, you guys going to try and go for a bit of R&R in space?
Mr. Thar, I don't
Yeah.
feel so good.
Oh, shut up.
Poor strain.
No, that wasn't.
We
really
can-
fun. That
let's-
was just a bad reference.
Yeah, let's purchase some stem packs real quick at like a local shop and
Sure.
Whatever my version is, I can
Yeah.
never remember.
repair kits. I think.
patches.
Repair patches.
I believe. What's the cost of it? They're both 50 credits each, aren't they? I think.
25, I thought.
Oh,
Let me
25. I think repair patches might be
25 for repair patches.
Yeah, that's 25 then for both. Yeah, so here, Belderon, you're in the Outer Rim. They're more like 35 each.
Okay.
So buy as many of those as you want. That's definitely something that's easily found. Even in the Rim, you're in a city, so they're just a little more expensive than you're used to. So, what's the plan, guys?
Okay, we need to get off this planet.
Waldron, should I try to get the coordinates going and then we can all try to rest on the way there?
Sounds good. Did you pick up any stim packs for yourself?
No, I've still got 3 from when we started.
We're about to face some tough roads ahead.
Road Scholars?
Like
Take this
space
train.
roads.
Okay. Should I make an astrogation check?
Yeah, could you make... well, that depends. Where do you want to go in the Mon Calamari system? Because that
How about
could
not
affect
the Mon
a lot of
Calamari
things.
system, just somewhere nearby?
So where would you like to go nearby?
Are we trying to regroup somewhere, or...
It would take like outer rim knowledge to figure out like general idea of the planets and stuff like that there, right?
Yep.
Ah.
This is the far outer rim, so we're talking a hard knowledge outer rim check to know about the space around Mon Calamari and that kind of general region.
Where are we trying to, what kind of thing are we trying to do, guys?
We're going to essentially drop all this equipment off on Mon Cal, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what you need to
thanks.
do. You have to run the blockade.
I'm not an idiot. I know what we're trying to do, but where are we going right now? What do we want to do right now?
We want to go to the system. Let's go to what is this?
Can I do
Munto
a medicine check on myself?
Coldroop.
Well,
Once you're in orbit.
Like right there, just the system in front, and stay on the edge of the system.
Be a slightly harder planet to get to than Mon Calamari, that's for sure.
Okay.
At the very least, it will be difficult. But like I said, it depends where you want to be in the Mon Calamari system, because you guys don't really have much intel on the blockade, do you? So
I doubt there's anybody that's going to really divulge that type of information. So
okay.
Let's so we can hop to Mon Cal, or we can hop to a system nearby it.
You pick, Captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hop to is Jago? I guess Jago, is that an easier type of place to go to, or is that
That's Iago.
Iago? Sorry.
With a star near the bottom
With
of
a
the
star
eye,
right
so
next to it,
it's-
yeah.
Remember in everyone's favorite scene from the Star Wars movies where Anakin's, "Are you an angel?"
Don't do it.
That? They come from the moons of Iago, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like Lego My Ego, like that type of.
Also that, but Jake Lloyd wasn't cast in any of the Iago commercials.
Okay. Let's go to Iago. We can, I guess, like get away from some of the heat here, and we can ask some locals there. They may be smuggling stuff to Mon Cal, not necessarily a.
I should
Going
know
through
that
the blockade,
okay, let me roll back here.
Yeah.
Iago, you guys, as far as you're concerned, Iago is a rumor, a legend, a myth.
Okay, gotcha.
Iago is not something that's just on star charts.
Gotcha.
Iago
Right
is
there.
not. It's on this star chart because it's mentioned in a movie. It's not on this star chart because your characters know about it. As Walden correctly said, you guys are going to need to make a knowledge out of room check to have any idea of the systems that are near Mon Calamari at all.
We might as well just do that right now, and then if we get advantages, we can go from there.
Okay,
Am I the
so if somebody
smartest?
wants to
I'm the
make a
smartest.
Let me do it.
You're
Let me do it.
definitely the smartest.
I can assist if you don't have any outer rim proficiency.
I don't.
Kayla, you want to? I've got 4 ability.
I have one proficiency with it, so you can upgrade one.
Yeah, so if you can make a hard knowledge outer rim check.
Kayla, did
And
you
that's
want to
3
do it?
dice?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going
Okay.
on.
As you look through the navigational database, you're like, the Lando system.
That's 3 dice, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
That was quite the spin. Hey!
Okay, so what kind of planet are you looking for in particular?
Sliver?
We're looking for a planet that's a little more lax on with Imperials, but something that we can kind of like ask around a little bit on. So something that's kind of like Ormantel, essentially.
Okay, so Pakuni fits the bill. It's a little distance from Mon Calamari, but it's on the same hyper lane.
Gotcha.
And that will be a hard astrogation check to reach. And I'll let you know what the threat. Well, you'll find out what the threat does.
Wait.
That's
Wait
comforting.
a minute. Wait.
You'll find out. Like I said,
Sorry,
you'll find
what
out.
was the astrogation check? Hard?
Hard? Yes,
Okay.
because Pakuni is, you're getting into the deep outer rim now.
Isn't hard just 3?
Yes,
Hard
it's
is
just 3.
Shit.
So you can re-roll that.
Did we have any...
Somebody else can assist, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
does anyone have any
I'm just-
astrogation proficiency?
I'm in the cockpit, so I can assist with a boost.
Flying around the galaxy, none of you can astrogate. It's great.
Don't judge us.
Add a boost. Add a
That's
boost.
why you need an astromech droid, right?
Well, this is basically like you hired a mechanic and then you told him that he should be your chauffeur as well. So,
Well, the other mechanic could do this, so I expect you to.
wow.
That's like a typical employer.
There
Hey.
you go. That's better. What would you like the 2 advantage to do?
We get there quick, fast.
You want to get there quickly.
Quick, fast.
Quick, fast, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it
I
takes
believe I
you.
was clear on that.
It takes you a few hours to get to Pakuni from this amazing. Like you chart this amazing course through the Tyon cluster, you didn't think was possible, and make it to Pakuni in record time. You guys don't even have time to catch a nap.
Well, I feel unrefreshed. We're here, though.
As you drop out of hyperspace,
Oh no!
Walden, you remember why Pecuni is not frequented by the Empire. Pecuni is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. There are pirates here who other pirates don't like to meet. This planet is a shipjacker's haven. And,
hey, don't get out of the ship, Waldron.
We're in space. Of course, you don't get out of the ship.
And it's a real rough location to go. You think you'll probably find the information you're looking for here. At least somebody might know something about the Volcade. But getting it out of people is either going to be very expensive or very painful for somebody.
Well,
so yeah, that's what the two threats are. Pecuni is indeed a non-imperial place. It's just like a finger of the monkey paw folded in. It's a horrible non-imperial place.
I mean, I asked for that.
Yep, it's like Ord Mantell, but scummier.
Mantellier and Ordier.
There isn't the yeah, exactly. There isn't the nice gambling casinos, the touristy areas. It's just unpleasant. So yeah, Pecuni, here you are. There are a few freighters coming and going. Rather upgunned freighters.
What's up, gun?
They have weapons on them.
Take 2 strain.
He's gonna get knocked out.
He is. That's it.
You're going to sleep.
Vuz has a nice little nap for some reason. He says, "What's up, girl?"
Okay. I'll.
You think that freighter had a turbo laser attached to it? You're not sure though. They don't. No one really seems to be paying you much attention because your ship isn't really worth stealing right now. But
right now,
I mean, your ship is not obviously worth stealing.
We also have a whisper thrust, so we can.
Yeah,
we're a little bit more difficult to spot. So, could we? Okay, he used the advantages for speeding it. Okay, so we'll hop down to the planet and try and keep a lowish profile. Hopefully, we can with Buzz being knocked out.
You head down to the rocky surface. It's dry.
No landing pads, I'm guessing.
There's no landing pads, no. Basically, the shanty town that you end up, that your sensors and basically the only thing that is putting out any kind of like homing beacon, looks a lot like Mos Eisley, but even like more tense, fewer actual homes. There's a bunch of ships just landed with tarpaulins over them against the dust. Like, you see some ships which are just buried under sand, with some rusted metal sticking out with a few people scavenging from them. Yeah, it's... there is no landing pad or landing fee, but there's also nowhere that's really safe to leave your ship.
Yep.
Unless you want to park it out in the mountains.
We'll park it with everybody else. We'll try and stay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll keep the guns like rotating. Like they're automated, right? Like we have at least some level.
Well, you
of
have
that.
so you can just leave the ground buzzer deployed if you like.
Yeah. I'll leave the ground buzzer deployed, and just to kind of give the appearance like we're actually actively protecting it. And I say we rest before we, for a brief moment before we actually embark out here. What does everybody else say?
I agree.
Vuz is asleep.
Fuzz is asleep. Yes.
Before we rest, I am going to use one pair kit.
Okay, that recovers 3 wounds.
Oh, 3? I thought it was 5.
It's 5. So, Stimpaks for organics go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Each time they lose their effectiveness in a 24-hour period.
Oh, look at that.
Repair patches are 3 every single time.
Oh, I think I've been using these wrong the entire game. Good to know.
I think I vaguely remember mentioning this at least once.
You probably
anyway,
have, yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not a huge deal. So yeah, if all of you want to have a nice 8 hours of sleep.
Well, I'll keep watch for right now, but or we'll have Lifty keep watch. Either one. I don't trust Lifty. I'm gonna keep watch.
Okay, so Walden does not get any sleep.
Could we rotate and get everybody
8 hours.
Yeah.
That would be how much
18
actual?
That's 8 times 3. So if somebody's up for 4 hours apiece, yeah.
I think Kalo has
Or-
to heal my strain a bit, or else it doesn't recover from sleeping.
Actually, no. If you're unconscious, it will recover from sleeping. It's just that you can't really do anything until it does recover.
Can I heal myself?
Yeah, of course you can. You just won't get as much sleep.
What?
It's for strain.
He's so
So-
hateful. I know.
Still take time, but yeah. So if you spend basically an entire day, sleeping, and cycling your watch rota, you can all recover. Or anybody who does that recovers all of their strain and 1 wound.
I'm gonna work to heal myself. What's the difficulty on it?
So you are below. Well, you're over half actually. So that's average difficulty.
2.
Plus 2 difficulty, yeah.
Yep.
Plus 2
That's correct, sir?
difficulty because you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Also +2, you mean?
Yep, because the doctor is operating on himself.
Or you could just
Okay.
use a stim pack.
You're right.
But this way
But
is
if it's
free.
free, it's for me.
Oh my
He
gosh.
you recover 3 wounds. You take a strain while doing it. Because, you're trying to operate on yourself. But you got a triumph.
Okay, does this crit last in combat?
No, it's until the end of the encounter. So this crit, it's on your record, as it were. So any other crit you get now will add 10. But otherwise, its actual effect as increasing the difficulty of all intellect and cunning checks does not affect anything now.
Is it possible to convert the triumph into, I guess more?
Yeah, I'd allow it to count as another 5 wound recovery.
Hey!
Basically a free stim pack.
See,
that's
Slevered, you were talking smack. Alright, continue.
Okay, everybody else just had a nice nap. I'm going to say that Vuz wasn't really probably, unless Vuz gets the uninterrupted sleep, he can't really help watch.
Yep.
Essentially. So if he gets the uninterrupted sleep, I'll allow him to recover his strain. But
Do you really want him to?
I'm gonna assume I sleep undisrupted.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
and of course you
so,
recover a wound. Yep.
yeah.
So basically, just Vernon and Walden. Well, I guess Thar is just staying awake, operating on himself. So that counts for some of the watch. And those of you who are watching, you see a few freighters come in and take off some starfighters that have been painted with really aggressive colors with different animals on them. Some Weequay and other Klatooinians actually getting in and out of various vehicles, carrying what look like containers of weapons and contraband and so on to and from ships. No one's really paying you guys too much attention because there's a lot of YT-3000s in the galaxy, and the ground buzzer is a pretty efficient deterrent. There's a few side-eyed glances that you get because they don't recognize your ship, but otherwise it seems like a fun place.
Okay. It's the next day.
Yep.
I'm going to. So, hey, Vuz.
Yeah.
Do you mind keeping an eye on the ship? I want to make sure that the ship stays in place here. It's quite dangerous. Would you mind manning the turret, the ground buzzer?
Where are you gonna go?
We're gonna go and try and find some extra information to get into Mon Cal a little bit easier.
Oh, then you'll probably want me with you. We can just leave Lifty to watch.
Lifty can't shoot a ground buzzer. You're the next best one.
It's automated. Lifty
The
can
best
just turn
of
it
what's
on.
left.
Lifty can just turn it on. I'll go with you. Don't worry about it.
Didn't you see the last time it tried an automated fire? It missed.
Yeah, but you guys kept forgetting to turn on the targeting enhancement, so Lifty won't forget that. Don't worry, Waldron. I'll go with you. It'll be fine.
Well,
But-
Buzz, with you coming with us, I suddenly feel much more like I should be fully repaired before we go out. Would you mind
Sure, I'll fix you.
Yeah, so that's an easy mechanics check.
I don't understand why that would.
Don't
but-
worry about it.
But okay.
That is 2 wounds recovered and 1 strain. Or, well, nothing, I guess, with the 1 advantage. You got a boost, I suppose, to his next check or something.
Can I? You have a. Can I find his hidden compartment with that?
Sure.
Okay.
What?
Well, no, 1 advantage isn't really enough to find his hidden compartment.
I just. Yeah, I'll just upgrade his next check.
Okay. So yeah, you get a boost to your next check, Vernon.
All right.
Okay. You head out of the ship into the dusty.
I
landing
need to call
area.
out that I'm carrying one of the E11s.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to be carrying one of those. Open carrying it.
I will also open carry my heavy pistol.
Okay.
I've got my
Everybody-
E11 and I'm
Alongside
wearing
the
my
hidden.
army trooper hat.
You're wearing your army trooper hat and carrying the weapon. Okay.
Yes.
And Thar, how are you outfitted for this exciting trip?
Oh, you know, the typical. I got my fists and their gloves.
Okay. Okay. You head out into the dusty landing area. A few people moving some stuff onto their ship give you sidelong glances, but everyone's keeping to themselves right now, as far as you can tell. Where are you planning to go?
Well, figuring out where to go would probably be a good first step. I'm gonna find the least unfriendly looking face and
Can I-
see if there's like a. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Who's with the ship?
Lifty.
Lifty.
Can I go back to the ship?
If you
Go
want.
back to the ship.
I would have no complaints.
Okay, Thar suddenly realizes that leaving Lifty with the ship is possibly one of the worst ideas you guys have ever had, and
Yeah, I'm going back to the ship.
gets back on the ship.
And I'm going to lock every door. All right. I
The
that
ship-
totally, like, slipped.
The ship is locked down tight. Thar is happily sitting in there playing cards or something.
Can I play rock,
probably.
paper, scissors with Lifty?
I bet you can always win. I bet you can beat Lifty at tic-tac-toe.
So, what are we doing here?
Like tic-tac-toe, buddy.
Surely you mean space tic-tac-toe?
Oh.
It's played on a 3D cube.
Tic-tac-toe, tac-toe?
Oh, God. You have to get a ring going all the way around the box.
Are you
That'd
guys
actually be
just
pretty
gonna
cool.
invent a
Anyway.
game now?
Apparently, sorry.
All right, yeah. Least unfriendly face, streetwise check to find the local watering hole.
Okay, if you could make a hard streetwise check.
Which I
They're on
don't...
very friendly. None of the faces are really friendly round.
I may be
Least
able to help out with that.
unfriendly.
Just one sec.
1 and 3.
Okay, if I help out with that, yeah, that's a boost.
And could... Well, that boost is from the repair that Vuz did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
If I assist, would that be an extra boost there?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So
Let-
Walden and
Grab something
Vernon
real quick.
try and grab someone.
Despair somehow.
2 success, 4 advantage. Excellent. Yeah, you find.
Oh.
Sorry, did I miss something?
Kayla just put in the chat, I just imagine coming back to the pad, the ship's gone, and Lifty's visual receptor is taped to his ass.
That's exactly what I figured would happen, man. Going back to the ship.
That's pretty good. So yeah, you successfully find.
Let's say a
Why does-
fellow droid with a slightly less abrasive personality than mine.
Yeah, seems to be accompanying a smuggler, but the droid stops to talk to you because he doesn't see many other droids on Pakuni very often. Yeah. So what do you want to find out? You want to find a cantina or something? Or?
Yeah, I assume that would be the best place to go.
Yeah, the droid tells you that there's there is the cantina in the center of the shanty town, which is one of the only actual permanent structures. He says to watch out because while droids they're okay with droids there, some people who are in the bar are not okay with droids. So
Well,
he
thank
gives you a little word of warning. And you had 4 advantage. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the area you are in?
He happens to know exactly who we should talk to.
Oh, yeah, he talks. Yeah, he mentions there's a grizzled spacer who's been trying to get into the Mon Calamari system for the last few months. Who might know more about the blockade?
Well, thank you very much for your information.
Thank you, fellow droid. Enjoy your stay.
Did he have a name?
I will attempt to do that. You don't get to name him.
Not the droid,
Either of you.
grizzled dude.
Oh. You don't get to name him either.
I wasn't planning on it. I just want to be able to find him.
Captain McCluskey.
Captain McCluskey. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh my god. Just shoot him.
You already got dropped from this.
No, not from references.
Yeah, I'm just about allowing references. That's at least a reference to Star Wars, I suppose.
What is Star
do you-
Wars
right.
if not entirely self-referential?
So
That's a fair point.
we're going to the cantina.
Yeah.
We'll kind of just pause to take a look outside it. Are there any armed people there? Or is it just I mean,
Everybody's armed.
okay, so open carry's okay. That's what I need to figure
Some
out
of them
before
even
we.
have multiple arms with their arms.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Zexto who somehow has 6 blaster pistols in various pouches in his jacket.
Hey there, X-Raiders. Welcome to the tabletop action.
So let's hop in the cantina as slyly as possible and try and find somebody that looks like a Captain McCluskey. We got he's a human, right?
Yeah, he's a grizzled older man, sitting in the corner. He's usually just sitting drinking on his own.
So we can just spot him right when we walk in.
You can make an average perception check to find him because the place is reasonably busy, seeing as it's the only place to get potable anything in the town.
And I am still wearing my Army Trooper helmet. Just
Oh yeah, yep. Solonian in an army trooper helmet.
if we had any fans, they'd definitely do fan art.
Oh boy.
Damn.
So
Triumph to find the guy in the corner.
yeah,
Yeah, our only triumphs are for the most pointless shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kalo healing himself. That.
Would it be okay if I use that triumph?
Go for it if you have an
Okay.
idea.
Yeah, so we find him, and I kind of just order a drink for him, and it happens to be something that he really enjoys.
okay.
So something that could possibly help out with a future negotiation, like a down.
Commodore Brandy, how do you know?
I've met people like you before.
Oh, God,
Oh,
they
now
made
you're
it.
stereotyping him.
He'll stereotype me too. It's
What do you want anyway?
I heard from someone outside that you may need some help getting into Mon Cal.
I've been trying to get stuff to the fishy people for a month or so now, but the Empire's got it locked down
Oh
tight.
my god.
We may actually be able to help out with that. Do you have a ship that you want to use, or?
Aye, but she's not in good shape right now. Last time I tried to run the blockade, some of them damn TIE fighters caught my tail. Now my sublight engines are out of commission.
So, he
How
talks
did you
like a
get
sea
back?
captain.
Well, you see, I hyperspaced into orbit and then used some of the auxiliary thrusters to kind of bounce the ship into
Not
the
even
landing
there, and he
area.
answered me. All right.
Did you try spinning? I hear that's a good trick.
How about this? I have a proposition for you. I know you need to get on Mon Cal. We also need to get on Mon Cal. Why don't we pool our resources together to get there?
You have a ship?
I have a ship.
Excellent.
We also, if you happen to have any, say, how about this? Well, if you load all your cargo on with us, do you have a crew or anything like that, or is it just you?
Just me, I'm afraid. After my ship went down, all my crew left me.
That's rough.
I'm
Yeah.
characterizing, Corey. You happy?
Yar. After me ship went down.
So, your attempt to get on Mon Cal, was it just piloting prowess, or did you have some extra equipment on your ship to help get past it?
I was hoping I could just run the blockade, but no such luck.
That's a rough one.
I can't afford any of them fancy cloaking devices or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna lean in closer and basically say, like, we've got a whisper thrust on ours. If you want to join us, we can. Let's say, how much is the job? Are you actually getting paid for it?
Well, not exactly. I mean, obviously the people down there are desperate for supplies, and I happen to be having some, and I was hoping to sell them on the surface.
Okay.
A little bit of black marketeering.
Yeah, sounds good. How about this? If we help you get down there, could we just have a look and each of us pick one thing out of your wares?
He strokes his beard. I think that could be arranged. But I'll warn you, it's not going to be easy. They've got
Is it
Star
really
Destroyers,
poorly packed?
TIE Fighters.
Blockade.
Did you happen to find a way in, or is it just you just kind of randomly picked a spot?
Well, an Imperial freighter pilot that I spoke to after my ship went down said there's some kind of timing on the blockades. Perhaps there's a gap. But I haven't managed to exploit it.
Okay, that sounds better than the information we've had previously. If you want to bring your cargo over to our ship, you can. We'll make sure to give you the coordinates, and
We have a droid that can help you if you need it.
A droid. Excellent. Is it this one? He points.
No,
at,
he's kind of rude. We have a different one that's
It
kind of
most
creepy,
certainly
but
is
very
not me.
strong.
You had more the protocol look about you.
That does seem obvious, doesn't it?
Aye. Anyway, I'll see you at your ship. I'll bring me wares.
all right.
Are we close enough that I could just call him to send Lifty over and help him? Or
Yeah, that's fine.
By
yada,
himself?
yada?
We're gonna go back to the ship, and somebody will walk with Lifty. Lifty's not going by himself.
Oh. I don't know why you keep thinking bad things are going to happen here, Waldern.
Bad things are going to happen to good Lifties here.
Should I give him my hat? No
I
one
don't
would mess
think
with
the
him
hat
with the
will
hat. Okay.
How'd you get that hat anyway, young Salonian?
I killed a guy and took it from him.
I see.
Wink. Is that how I do it,
It's like an
Waldern?
awkward double blink.
You did it, Buzz.
Yeah. Start shooting off the E11.
Oh, geez.
No.
No!
The gunshots blast into the ceiling of the cantina, and a few people turn around, pulling their weapons. And when they realize it's just you firing into the ceiling, they immediately just go back to their drinks, rolling their eyes.
Sorry, I got excited.
Buzz, didn't we talk about trigger control a long time ago?
It happens to everyone.
Oh.
It can't happen here, all right?
Fine. Go back to the ship.
Okay.
You head back through the streets, McCluskey in tow. He seems like he's a bit drunk, if you couldn't tell.
When he's
Well,
sober,
yeah.
he talks like a regular Imperial.
Why, hello there! Yeah, basically, no. But yeah, he's a bit drunk, so he's kind of swaying a little bit as you take him to the Avalon Hale.
Okay, we'll make sure he's not taken advantage of here as well.
Right, Lifty, you're gonna help this guy bring on some supplies. He's coming with us. Okay, Mastivus.
How does Thar feel about this random grizzled spacer they've suddenly showed up with?
You gonna steal our ship? I'm gonna say aloud.
No, well, not unless you let me.
Can I let? I'm just gonna furrow my tiny Athorian eye.
Why would we let you steal our ship?
Oh, Vaz, that's a joke.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Don't worry, lad, I'm just messing with you.
Alright, Lifty, go help him get this stuff.
Come on, droid.
Okay, new friend.
Which of you is going with him?
I'd like to stay with the Hale and start inventorying the superior medical supplies, see if there's anything we could switch out with our presumably baseline stuff.
Wow.
Hey!
Just wow. That's
Wow.
Vernon is going to
Wow.
droid hell. Robot hell, sorry. Futurama.
Was this not clear before now?
oh, now it's
He's got a
extra clear.
point.
It was clear, just now it's cemented.
Since you have quite a lot of time, I'm not going to make you roll. There's a there's a nice set of military med packs which which can be used when you're untrained in medicine.
Okay.
Funnily enough, manufactured by Athacam.
Is there any advantage to those over the med pack that Thar has?
Let me double
Other than
check.
the
I don't think
untrained?
for him, no.
For him, no.
But
Okay,
for anybody else, Vuz would probably use that.
Well, I'm going to put the emergency med pack we have in with these supplies and take out 2 of the military ones.
Okay. They're
I'll go
encumbrance
with
2,
15 bucks.
rarity 3. You can find them in which book? DC. Dangerous Covenants. Dangerous Covenants. And let me just double check exactly what it does for you guys.
It is in the character generator, by the way, so you'll
Yes.
be able to find all the information there.
Yeah, but it's nice to know in case it comes up in the next few minutes for some reason.
Hmm.
I don't know why it would, but crazy things have happened, right?
As usual.
Keep an eye on those Destiny cards.
Yep. Medpacks allow characters to attempt to heal others without penalty. In addition, if the user has no ranks in medicine, he counts as having 1 rank when using this medpack. So it gives you a
Pretty
free.
decent.
So if you have no ranks in medicine, it gives you a free rank in medicine.
Okay.
So you can perform emergency medical aid on people with no training, and you get a boot. You get essentially an upgrade to your check. So a handy little piece of kit, and no setback because it's a med pack.
Yep. So if you're gonna stay with the ship, Thar, if you wanna join me, with the captain?
Sure.
You have one of the repulsor lifts, right? Still on you.
Yeah.
And Lifty has one as well, so I think we should be all set. And I'll ask the captain: is this all we need, or are the crates portable, or is it something where we'll need repulsor lifts?
That should be enough.
Okay. Okay, we can start walking.
He leads you over towards his ship. It turns out it's one of the ones that you saw slightly buried in the sands earlier, and he fires off his blaster pistol over the head of a few scavengers who were trying to pick away at parts of his ship. Get off! It's mine. And he walks up. It's a YT series freighter, similar to yours, but a little older, one of the 1200 series. He walks up to the mandibles and presses something inside his jacket, and the front cargo hatch opens and lets you guys inside. It's pretty dark inside. There's only really emergency lighting on. It's kind of messy, but there's a few crates in the cargo area that look like what the stuff he's been talking about.
This ship is in pretty bad shape. Are you sure you'll be okay with it? Staying down here while we're gone?
Hi, I mean, I've been here a month now or so, and yeah,
We shouldn't be gone too long, hopefully, so...
No, it's less than a day to Mon Cal from here, especially in a ship your speed.
Sounds good. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the equipment.
Aye, so let me see. This box, and he starts rifling through. One of them looks like it's probably just drugs, and not the medical kind. Another crate looks like more kind of general sundries, the kind of thing that you expect to see on any inhabited planet, but is obviously in short supply when there's a blockade.
Mm-hmm.
And then another crate looks like it has some light weapons.
Okay, we'll deal with it when we get back to our ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grab the repulsor clamps and you'll start heading back to the Hale with a box each.
All right. Do we have any resistance on the way back?
No, people aren't really paying you too much attention. I mean, there's enough of you that you're not an obvious target. Not completely obvious, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot day, so people aren't really interested in going outside and doing crimes.
When they get back to the ship, what are you selling on Mon Calamari? Are you trying to help the rebels too?
Rebels? No, I don't know anything about any rebels. I'm just being an entrepreneur, you know.
What are you entrepreneuring?
A few guns, a few sundries, some, entertainment.
I like entertainment. What's entertaining?
Not this kind of entertainment, Buzz.
Oh,
Well, I got some glitterstem, some,
is that for
some
like
of that
arts
stuff
and
from
crafts?
Ryloth. No. He turns to Walden. This lad's very innocent, isn't he? How long has he been on your ship?
Not long enough for this conversation.
Aye. Anyway, I think I'll come with you to Mon Calamari if you don't mind. I'd like to make sure that I get the best price for me wares.
I could always use an extra pilot. Have you ever flown a YT-13? 1300?
No, but I've always wanted to upgrade.
The controls should be fairly similar, hopefully.
Oh, aye, Corellia makes them all the same. Keeps it simple for us folk.
Yeah. We'll hop up into the cockpit and get ready to launch. If anybody else has anything else they want to do.
Do you know how to navigate, or do you have a different navigator? Because I'm really just supposed to fix stuff, but I'm also the only one that...
Sadly, my astromech was taken along with my crew.
Oh, no. Okay, that's too bad. It's an astromech, Walter. No, I know that. Never mind.
Yeah. You definitely know what an astromech is. Your character is smart enough to know that. At the very least. Smart, but of low cunning.
Walter, am I doing the... Am I trying to get there now? Are we trying to go?
Yeah, we can try and go.
What's my difficulty, Captain?
McCluskey cocks an eyebrow and says, "Are you taking the mickey, lad?"
No, how many dice am I rolling?
It'll be hard. Hard astrogation. Well, it depends. Like, again, do you want to ask McCluskey where you think you should jump in the system? Because you could be pretty precise with astrogation if you want. Or you can just be like, I'll just end up in Mon Calamari, I guess.
Are we trying to get anywhere specific?
We're gonna try and match. We're gonna try and match the route that McCluskey took before.
Do we want to try to turn off our ID signature before we jump? Or is that something we have to do in system?
You can do it beforehand if you want.
We can always try it out.
Alright, so should I turn that off and then we jump?
Fail at that.
Sounds good.
Do I have to do a check to turn it off?
Yes.
Yep. I believe, if I remember correctly. Okay, so you're going to need to access the transponder system, which is going to be a hard mechanics check.
Hard mechanics check. Oh boy.
Yep, to start with.
Hey.
You break into the transponder system, but nick your paw as you do so and take a strain.
Ow.
It's a bit of sharp metal catches you. And then to conceal the transponder code is going to be an average computers or mechanics check.
Average computers. Okay. Computers.
And you fail.
God.
Somehow
Ow.
you fail.
Ow!
You start programming the computer, but for some reason you just can't find the off switch for the transponder. This ship is apparently so carefully designed that they didn't want anybody turning the transponders off. Maybe Athacam has meddled with it.
Well, then I can't do it.
You have 3 advantage, though, so that's nice.
I get off 1 strain, just in
Okay.
case. I feel the need to make 7 puns or something. And
7? That's kind of extreme.
just in case. And do we just want to go for speed? Well, I guess.
We don't need speed. We need accuracy here. It looks like the astrogation system is just lighting up from whatever you did down there.
Yeah, I guess I accessed some files that I didn't know we had from the last guy who was your navigator. Isn't that convenient?
That is remarkably convenient, and that's what narrative dice are telling you. So, yes, you get a boost on your astrogation check.
Alright, Captain McCluskey, do you have any specific way you entered the system before that we should try again, or...
I
go?
think the best thing to do is to come in on the edge of the system, fly in on your whisper thruster. It'll take some time, but then we can scan their blockade as we come in. Try and find that gap that the freighter pilot was talking about. These accents all over the place.
Hard?
It's hard, not daunting.
Hard.
Yes, hard.
I don't know why I keep thinking hard is 4. Oh my gosh. We need a navigator, Walter. If we get paid for this job, we need to find an R2 unit. Or not an astromech unit. Not specifically R2. I haven't seen any movies that would make me think they should all be R2s.
You drop out of hyperspace. You're not on the edge of the system. Unfortunately, you are within scanner range of the blockade. You can see it right in front of you. The looming blue sphere of Mon Calamari with little silhouettes of triangles against it. That are the Star Destroyers McCluskey warned you about. All right. And that's where we're going to end it for today. Because I think running the blockade is going to take a while, potentially.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
will continue.
think it'll take particularly long. personally.
Oh my god.
I think I know why you think that. So here we are, slightly closer than intended.
Slightly,
took you a little
only
longer.
slightly.
Took you a little longer to get there than you'd like. But you're in orbit around Mon Cal. Well, not in orbit, but you're in the Mon Cal system, looking at blockades, shipyards, and an oceanic planet whose inhabitants desperately need your help. I think that's going to be a nice 20 XP session, I think, there. You guys did some good stuff. You did some good stuff. You took some hits. You actually planned things, which surprised me. There were tactics involved.
Bad tactics, but
They were
Bad
almost carried out. You know, if they were good tactics that had worked, you took up 25 XP. But
So these are all the triumphs and despairs we'll ever get throughout the rest of this session.
potentially, we'll see.
It's a large amount of triumphs and despairs.
I can always, I can always just flip more destiny points and add in more difficult enemies, and there's Star Destroyers ahead of you, so
Of course, but of course.
it's okay. They're big and lumbering. They won't catch a nimble little freighter like yours, will they?
As long as they didn't see us jump in.
Well, no. Thankfully, there were no threat, just failure. So you failed to end up exactly where you wanted to be, but you're not in any immediate danger.
RKD, that's probably what I'm going to do with all my 25 XP. Or we could leave it up to Lifty. I vote we just make Lifty do every astrogation check.
Well,
Investigation. Well, Buzz already has 4 ability. It might be better if I just.
No, Lifty.
We can't do that with Lefty. He's not an astromech.
well,
That means he'll be really bad at it.
Well,
Right-
we may
right,
as well
Bob?
just have me do the checks then with Buzz.
I think you're expecting me to, I'm suggesting something optimal. No, that's completely not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to screw us.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's actually, we haven't done this because the last couple of sessions have been pretty focused in one way or another. We haven't rolled obligation, but I think obligation before running this blockade seems pretty reasonable, because who
This
knows
would
what
be
could be
great.
preying. Who knows what could be preying on your guys' mind?
Female Solonian.
Female Salonians.
That is a
94.
The Salonian joined the
94.
Empire and is trying to kill us.
94. That might be very lucky for you guys.
I don't think it's anything.
Yeah, that may be a miss. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, 94 is, luckily for you guys are focused on the mission. There's nothing from your past coming up to haunt you just yet. But I'm sure things will return in good time. So that was another episode of Edge of Despair. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Apparently, I'm doing the outro now, whether you like it or not, Corey.
So next week is going to be Jackbox. Once again, we're going to be back on our regular stream schedule. So the next episode that we should have for Edge of Despair should be coming on August 4th. If we're all still around for that, I will put out an announcement when we have the guarantee date or earlier that day. We're all locked in, but nothing standing out for you guys that August 4th? Wait,
I think
Sounds
it's
good to me.
is it for me? No. Okay, no, they're leaving that day. Never mind. We're good. But yeah, so that'll be August 4th then, unless something else comes up. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you have enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time. Bye.
yeah.
See ya.